the circumstances. So let me just make one side comment on a very profound totalitarian ideal, which is not uncommon in parts of the West. It reached its peak in Nazism and Stalinism. It's the belief that it's the conviction that by criticizing the policies of a state, you're criticizing the people, the country, and the culture, identifying state policy with the population, culture, and the society. That's the essence of totalitarianism. So for example, the concept anti-Americanism, which one hears often, is drawn straight from Stalinism. Under Stalin, critics of the Soviet state were called anti-Soviet. Stalinists and their analogs described critics of the American government as anti-American, on the same assumption that the government has to be identified with the population, the country, and the culture. And the same is true of the identification of policies of the state of Israel with its society, people, and culture, so that criticism of those policies is interpreted as anti-Zionism or anti-Semitism, another straight totalitarian concept. In fact, those who have a good Jewish education will recognize the origins of this. It goes back to the Bible, the second book of Kings, where King Ahab, who was the epitome of evil in the Bible, calls the prophet Elijah to him and condemns the prophet Elijah as a hater of Israel. Ahab identifies himself with the culture, the population, and the society. So since Elijah is criticizing the evil king, he's a hater of Israel. It's unfortunate that the doctrines of King Ahab, Hitler, and Stalin carry over to the contemporary period, and it's worth thinking about.